Hello there, everybody, and welcome to this, the inaugural broadcast of Matt Sapp's Movie Madness. Now, just moments ago, the 91st Academy Awards just ended, and it was a night that went just as expected, well, except for maybe one major upset at the end, but otherwise it was a night where Oscar certainly spread the wealth around. In a night honoring movies, there certainly was a whole lot of music. Regina King was expected to prevail as Best Supporting Actress, and she did, by playing a mom trying to get her son out of prison in If Beale Street Could Talk.
I'm an example of what it looks like when support and love is poured into someone. Mom. I love you so much.
The heavy favorite to win Best Supporting Actor was Mahershala Ali, and he did not disappoint. He took home the gold for playing a concert pianist on tour in Green Book.
I want to dedicate this to my grandmother, who has been in my ear my entire life.
And as expected, Shallow from A Star Is Born took home Best Song.
And it's not about how many times you get rejected but you fall down or you're beaten up. It's about how many times you stand up and are brave and you keep on going. Thank you.
One of the most memorable and emotional moments of the night was when veteran filmmaker Spike Lee jumped into Sam L. Jackson's arms after winning his first Oscar for the screenplay of BlacKkKlansman.
The 2020 presidential election is around the corner. Make the moral choice between love versus hate. Let's do the right thing.
The winner for Best Actor was, as expected, Rami Malek, a first-time nominee who embodied the late great singer of Queen, Freddie Mercury, in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my God.
There was a big upset in the Best Actress category when Glenn Close, who everyone thought was going to win as the wife, was beaten by Olivia Colman in The Favorite.
Ooh, it's genuinely quite stressful.
And for Best Picture,
And the Oscar goes to Green Book.
it was no contest. No other movie had more Oscar nominations.
The whole story is about love. It's about loving each other despite our differences and finding out the truth about who we are. We're the same people.
Black Panther made history in the technical categories, winning 3. Hannah Beachler in production design became the first African-American production designer to win an Academy Award. Ruth Carter in costume design also making history. And finally, animation, beating out 2 Disney movies in the Best Animated Feature category. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse by Marvel took home the award for Best Animated Feature. I should add that the real MVP of the night was the guitarist in the Ricky Minor Orchestra, because whenever Bohemian Rhapsody won, he always had to lay out that sick solo so perfectly. This has been it for Matt Sapp's Movie Madness. We look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks when we have a review of a brand new movie. What is it? You'll just have to wait and see. From the entertainment corner of the News Hub, this is Matt Sapp of WRHU News. Oh, wait till I tell you what I did over spring break. I got to witness history at the movies with a couple friends. I got to witness Brie Larson become the first female superhero to be at the center of a Marvel blockbuster. If you haven't figured it out yet, that movie is indeed Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is what the comics like to call an origin story, and this one is set almost a quarter of a century ago, before the Avengers came together, before Nick Fury had to wear an eye patch. Samuel L. Jackson, who plays Fury, has been digitally altered to look way younger, but he remains a supporting character in a film that clearly belongs to Brie Larson, introduced here as one of the Kree, an alien who has powerful memories of being human. Led by a miscast Jude Law, the Kree chase a group of shapeshifters called the Skrulls to Earth. The year is 1995, and I enjoyed all of the sly references to life back then, i.e. Blockbuster, Radio Shack, Game Boys, pay phones, etc. Never in my entire life would I have ever dreamed of seeing pagers play an important role in movies. Her boss is played by Annette Bening, and to see the Oscar-nominated star play the supreme intelligence was a pure delight for me, and it turns out for her as well. She was quoted as saying that this film was the closest she's come to playing pretend in her backyard again. Brie Larson won an Oscar for the low-budget independent movie Room, and there's an indie sensibility here, which serves to make this movie more interesting than the typical blockbuster. Show business trade paper Variety says that Brie Larson lights up this superhero movie from within, and I agree, this picture is sure to inspire millions of young women everywhere. And after seeing this picture, most of you will probably agree that you can watch Sam L. Jackson talk to cats for hours. It was adorable. You know, some critics have slammed this movie, but most of them are men. And maybe those guys feel threatened by such a strong female character. Personally, I disagree. I thought Captain Marvel was a most welcome and entertaining addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you should absolutely see it now. Captain Marvel was produced by Marvel Studios, coincidence I think not, a subsidiary of Walt Disney Pictures. It's now being played in a movie theater near you. This is Matt Sapienza from the Entertainment Corner of WRHU News. Friends, I gotta tell you, a lot of movies have been great so far this year. This year's only gotten started, but so far I've found one clinker that won't make the best list this year. It's the Madea family funeral, and in this edition, Madea, the woman who tells it like it is, has to deal with relatives at a funeral. No, it's not Medea's funeral, but it's a place to meet new characters and their ways of dealing with grief. Tyler Perry, the star of the film, the writer, producer, and pretty much everything else involved with Madea, gives the fans everything they want and has said that this will be his last Madea film. But if this film makes a ton of money, which undoubtedly it will, can it really be laid to rest? Now, in case you were playing the home game, this is the 11th film in the franchise, and yes, it's just as outrageous as the previous entries. Perry still has the sass game strong within Madea, and he is not afraid to lampoon anybody that he loves. If you're a Madea fan, then you gotta attend the funeral, but for anybody else, you should probably skip it. A Madea family funeral was produced by Lionsgate and can be seen at a movie theater near you. It's now playing. This is Matt Sapienza from the Entertainment Corner of WRHU News.